Hey everyone, so there has been many people asking me about the Human Factors Analysis and Classification System, commonly known as HFACS. HFACS is a tool that's designed to help human factors professionals like myself identify system gaps during incident analysis. It does require training and practice for anyone to get acquainted and become proficient with this tool. So rather than giving a crash course on HFACS, I'm going to share some myths and misconceptions which hopefully will help most of you as you attempt to apply HFACS in your work. Before I go on, here are some assumptions that I made when crafting this video. First and foremost, I assumed that you are familiar with incident investigations or root cause analysis, otherwise known as RCA. HFACS is commonly used in such contexts, and you will see why the HFACS approach complements how we look at incidences in the workplace. And when we conduct RCAs, the intention goes beyond just finding out why things went wrong, but also to uncover opportunities for system-wide improvement rather than just fixing individuals. And of course, you should know what HFACS is. Feel free to get in touch with me if you're looking for more training and practice around the Human Factors Analysis and Classification System. We start with misconception 1. There is only one root cause, as defined by HFACS Level 1, Unsafe X. Usually when I teach HFACS, I recommend skipping Level 1 altogether. I've seen too much man-hours wasted on trying to classify this category, but which brings minimal benefits other than recognizing and appreciating human error. We have to nonetheless understand why this level 1 exists. Historically, when incident analysis were conducted, investigators were eager to blame individuals for honest, genuine mistakes. HFACS was intentionally designed to break this problematic mindset. That is why when you look at level 1 in HFACS, 3 out of the 5 categories relate to human error. One highlights a pattern of behavior which stem from deeper organizational influences, while the last category indicates a blatant deviation which, again, may or may not be due to problematic individuals. The main reason why I skip level 1 is that as you work through the incident investigation using a systems perspective, you will inadvertently uncover details which will shed light on whether there will be any genuine human errors or problematic behaviors. We have evolved away from outdated idea where there is only one root cause, which then started the entire series of unfortunate events. And we are moving towards a holistic approach of recognizing a confluence of factors that contribute to this undesired outcome. If you are confused with level 1 and all the different categories, it's not your fault. The lingo is designed with human factors in mind for human factors professionals to understand what each of these 5 terms mean. So if you require more practice, please feel free to let me know. Misconception number 2. HFACS should replace RCA. I've heard this a lot amongst many healthcare safety folks who are frustrated with what the root cause analysis has become. A witch hunt against the few individuals caught at the sharp end of the operation. The HFACS approach can replace root cause analysis, but the techniques to perform an effective investigation are essentially the same, such as process mapping and conducting effective interviews. HFACS nonetheless serves as a good framework to complement existing root cause analysis methods by helping the RCA process become more systematic at looking for systemic issues. Misconception number 3. There's no one to blame but the incompetent staff. By now you should know where we are going at with HFACS. HFACS is supposed to be an objective and transparent process that can help to identify systemic issues as well as problematic individuals. And statistically speaking, most incidences are primarily caused by factors found within the system. Even routine bad behaviors or performances can be created through poor work culture and supervision. But wait, there's more. Root cause analysis were originally intended as internal reviews to help organizations learn and understand how to improve themselves. In Singapore's healthcare, findings from RCAs are privileged and and protected by law. The Singapore Healthcare Services Act states that findings from incident investigations for the purpose of quality assurance are not admissible as evidence in the courts. This is to further support organizations to learn and improve from any possible failings. But when you come from an angle of blame or who dropped the ball, people are less likely to be forthcoming and the learning opportunity for the organization is lost. There is no psychological safety and the foundations for a just culture is ruined. Just culture is the approach that, when addressing the occurrences of undesirable incidences, emphasizes accountability and learning rather than blame and punishment. When we talk about accountability, we generally refer to two entities: reckless, self-benefiting individuals who willingly harmed, as well as system owners who are responsible for ensuring a safe working environment. The original spirit of just culture is to reduce the likelihood of inappropriate blame and punishment. But if majority of your just culture outcomes appear punitive, you're actually misleading your staff with the facade of just culture when in fact you have a blame culture. Misconception number 4. There must be gaps identified in all 4 levels of HFACS. In general, you should find that most complex cases will have gaps identified in all 4 levels of HFACS. In reality though, it depends heavily on the evidences presented to you. For example, a supervisor might have intervened in time and did all the right things to stop a deteriorating situation, but there were factors beyond their control that ultimately led to harm. A good RCA that's based on HFACS is able to objectively demonstrate with evidence that there are gaps in the respective levels in the system. But we do not say that a good HFACS analysis must have identified all 4 levels. Misconception number 5. Anyone can start practicing HFACS after C1, Do 1, Teach 1. The approach of C1, Do 1, Teach 1 is a fairly easy and efficient strategy to learn something new. However, critics argue that it can be overly simplistic for complex procedures, as it doesn't always guarantee mastery after just one attempt at doing. It is more effective to have structured and repetitive practices so that you get to see how the HFACS tool can be used in different complicated scenarios and understand how it is fundamentally designed to achieve the goal of analyzing systemic issues. Watching experts adapt and use HFACS as a tool will also allow you to observe how it evolves alongside the latest theories surrounding error management. I hope you have enjoyed this short clip and gotten some clarity as you attempt your next HFACS analysis. Should you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop me an email. I'm SQ, your friendly neighborhood human factors specialist. Have a lovely day.